we shall start our discussion now, and I hope that the other colleagues will share their time with us. And once they are joining the session, I hope that they can go with us. So good evening, dear colleagues, and welcome to the PMDPro study circle. This is the second day of this circle, and on this day we will have two sessions, like the first day means yesterday. As we have discussed till page 30 of DPro guide yesterday, so from today we shall start from 31st page, and the point number is 1.2.6, project manager competencies. So as this is a study circle, so the basic modality of the interaction is I will keep reading from the guide, and after each point or after each major portion of the guide, we shall have some small discussions, then we'll go ahead. So it's not the formal sessions. We normally take part in small discussions along with reading the guidebook exactly. So let's start. We are starting from point 1.2.6, project manager competencies. So let me read the major portion first, then we'll have small discussions, then we'll go forward like this. The art and science of project management. How many of us know a project manager who is not well-rounded? This might be the manager who is great at the technical skills of project management, but is afraid or unable to collaborate with a team or with project stakeholders. For example, this project manager might be an expert with spreadsheets, diligently organizing the work and planning future scenarios, but is ineffective in communicating the work that needs to be done to the project team. As a result, the project team is lost and stakeholders hunger for leadership and communication. Excuse me. This scenario naturally raises okay, let me stop sharing and let's restart sharing the screen again. I hope that my colleagues can see it. Mark, can you see the screen right now? You can, okay. Okay. So for Maruk Bhai, I am starting again, reading from the very first page. We'll go very slow, very swiftly. At the same time, after each big point, we will have small discussions. Why we need to read it? Because as we will sit for the exam, means DPro exam, So the questions will appear from the texts and understanding. So that we are reading the text to have an overview on the text, and also we'll discuss so that we can have multimodal preparation. The art and science of project management, how many of us know a project manager who is not well-rounded? This might be the manager who is great at the technical skills of project management, but is afraid or unable to collaborate with a team or with project stakeholders. For example, this project manager might be an expert with spreadsheets, diligently organizing the work and planning future scenarios, but is ineffective in communicating the work that needs to be done to the project team. As a result, the project team is lost and stakeholders hunger for leadership and communication. This scenario naturally raises the questions. What is effective project management? Is it an art or a science? Does it require soft art skills related to human behavior and interactions? Or is it a collection of hard science skills that focus on the technical management of inputs and outputs? The answer, not surprisingly, is both. In project management, as in much of life, the secret to success is balance. We'll see at the blue box later. Let me continue the reading. The art of project management focuses on the people elements of a project and requires skills that enable project managers to lead, empower, motivate, and communicate effectively. The artistic project manager can direct the team when work challenges shift, realign priorities when the field realities change, resolve conflicts when they arise, and determine which information to communicate when and to whom. The science of project management focuses on the technical project management competencies of planning, estimating, measuring, and controlling of work. The science encompasses the who does what, when questions, and ensures that the technical project management components are being actively managed. The science of project management maintains the triple constraint triangle and constantly assesses the activities of the project to ensure that targets will be met and outcomes achieved. A key to a successful project is balancing the art and science of project management. While it may be unlikely that all project managers are strong in both the art and science of project management, it is essential that an inventory of strengths and weaknesses of the project manager are conducted, and that the project manager actively works to balance the art and science. There is a diagram. We'll come to the diagram. First, in very briefly, let us summarize the text I've read. Then I'll discuss the blue box, then the diagram. Now, the gist of these texts are, the first paragraph, it says one thing simply. Project manager, maybe we will see that a project manager can communicate with stakeholders, but another project manager who is expert in technical things, but afraid of managing the stakeholders. But commonly, the stakeholders want to see that the project manager is interacting with them, and also the donor and the government agencies, because in 100% cases, the project manager needs to work with the government agencies or the authority of in a given situation or in a given scenario. So they want the communication, but at the same time, the project itself, it wants the technical things to be done. Now, so what is really project management? Is it a collection of the art skills? Art skills means the skill to manage the team, the people. Because every single thing is done in a project, especially in development and humanitarian project, is done with the help of human being, means the team members, the people. At the same time, a project manager needs to work with technical things, which is the science part of the project. And interestingly, a project manager needs to meet the both kinds of skills. Sorry. Now I'm sorry. I'm going down. The first paragraph here we are showing. The first paragraph here, I think, I don't know, my screen is not visible, I think. Dear colleagues, is my screen visible? Dear colleagues, is my screen visible? Okay, so the art of project management necessarily deals with the people, because to produce anything, to bring changes in the communities, to implement the activities, to attain the outcomes and objectives of the project, a project manager needs to lead the team and also empower the team and also work with many other stakeholders, external stakeholders, internal stakeholders, government stakeholders, influencers, suppliers, and other people. And also he needs to work with the technical part of the project, like planning, estimating, measuring, controlling, monitoring, evaluation. So these are accountability, learning, and other things of the reporting of a project. So, and also he's the mastermind who needs to constrain the triangles, the triple constraints. He needs to work with this because he's the one who proposed the budgets. He not only that, he's the one who reviews the budget and also propose the budget, and he needs to work with the budget. And also he needs to work with the procurement team, the HR team, the logistics team, the IT team. So these are the technical things where the scientific skills of a project manager it's needed, which is the science of project.
What do you have?
Now let's go back to the blue box.
I tried this time. Give me fish. It's chapati. 2 chapati. We'll bring it quickly.
So there is a short story. I am reading it because I have explained earlier that the DPro guide is the Bible for the PMDPro exam. So we need to read it word by word and also short discussions. The art and science of PM, a short story. David is a project manager for a local community-based organization implementing an education project that is focused on providing remedial tutoring services for students who have stopped going to school so they can re-enter the school system. David is a well-seasoned veteran in the project management world, a master at designing and planning projects. However, he has been experiencing a lot of turnover recently that is resulting in a lot of delays in the project. So in short, before discussion, he is the technical guy who has expertise in project management, especially the science of the project management, designing and planning. Okay, let me go ahead. So one day, David asks one of his most trusted team members, Alison, what is going on? Why is there so much turnover happening in the project? Now, Alison replied, well, David, to be honest, you are an amazing project manager when it comes to making sure that we do all of the work on time. Reports are always impeccable and we rarely have issues with the donor. But to be honest, a lot of the team members feel that the only time you communicate with them is to ask them to deliver something or to point out a mistake. They don't think you care about anything but meeting the deadlines and targets, Alison stated. So there's the point. David is expert in planning, designing, and the technical part of the training. Means he knows the science of the project management, but and the donor is happy, the project is sponsored, the organization, senior management team is happy. But the problem is, and he is managing the targets and also his the deliverables are being served properly, the way it's asked. But the problem is the team is feeling that they are dealing with the robot and their issues are not cared about. And there is a significant lack of the art of the project management. So let me go ahead, let me finish it first. That made David think achieving objectives on time, budget, and within scope are really important, but what David forgot about was the art of project management. Earlier, I talked about this. Providing a motivating team environment and leading team members in a constructive way is just as important as the science of project management. So here is the point. So our project management manager has two hands. One is the art of project management and another is the science of project management, so that he is a fulfilled human, so that he can go ahead, because both the hands will go hand in hand, go together. In David's project, though all technical aspects of the project indicated that it would be delivered successfully, the turnover of team members caused a delay. Now, new team members had to be recruited and trained over an equity, because as the project manager, means David, fails to manage the project in an artistic way, as he is not a team player, frankly speaking. So there is a staff turnover. Now he needs to recruit the staff members, now train them and channeling them in the project mindset. So let them start understanding the project, again fitting in the shows, and then he can expect the expected results. So there is a significant delay. So I hope that we understand the art and science of project management. Now let me explain the science and art of the project diagram. In short, let me read. What resources, the science is, what resources need to be actively managed? Are there risks that threaten the project? What are we with the project? Where are we with the project? What is the forecasted cost of the project? Means, in short, resource planning, risk planning, project progress, monitoring, budget forecasting, human resource planning, change management, monitoring, controlling, evaluation, learning, ensuring accountability. So these are the technical part. Reporting, communication, stakeholder management plan. So these are the technical. Now the art. How do we communicate with the stakeholders? What kind of leadership is most effective for this project team? What kind of project team I acquire? Means the project team I have, who are they? They all are new in the project, or is this a mixed project team, or is this the the international project team, or is this a development project team, or a project team that works with persons with disabilities, a project team that works with LGBTQI communities, the project team that is working in humanitarian settings. So I need to understand that the nature of the project and the nature of the project team. How can the team be motivated? So I need to understand, I need to realize, I need to think about the motivation of the project team. So I need to find it out and I need to implement it and I need to make sure that the project team is motivated. What kind of team environment will be most effective? So I need to make sure that what is the expectation of the team? What kind of environment they really want? So now, if colleagues have any questions, we can discuss, or otherwise we can go ahead. So now we are checking another new point, the DPro project management competency model. This is a competent, let's read first. While the classification of project management skills into the categories of art and science is helpful, it is only the first step in identifying the characteristics of a successful project manager. A more comprehensive project management competency model helps to identify the requisite skills of project managers and can then serve as a tool to assess skill levels, identify areas for improvement, and to map areas for career development. While multiple competency models exist for project managers, the DPro model organizes project management competencies into 4 areas. The areas are, you could see the diagram easily: technical, development specific, leadership, interpersonal, personal, or self-management. Let's go ahead. PM technical, or these are often referred to collectively as the science behind project management. Can the project manager identify, select, and employ the right tools and processes to ensure project management success? Leadership, interpersonal, often referred to collectively as the art of project management. For example, how does the project manager communicate, inspire, and resolve conflict? Personal or self-management, the project manager's ability to self-management. For example, can the project manager effectively prioritize, manage time, and organize work? Development sector specific, the ability to apply the PM technical leadership, interpersonal and personal self-management competencies in the context of development projects. For example, can the project manager identify, select, and employ the right tools and processes that are unique and specific to the development sector? So there are some characteristics as per the competencies. For the PM technical competency, the first area of project manager's competency as per DPro model are proactively manage scope, comprehensively identify and the activities required for project success, manage the overall schedule to ensure work is on time, define and collect metrics to measure project progress, identify, track, manage, and resolve project issues, proactively disseminate project information to all stakeholders, identify, manage, and mitigate project risk, establish logistics systems, ensure that project deliverables are to acceptable quality, identify if and when changes need to occur and the impact of those changes in the project. Plan and manage the budget and expenditure of the project. Now, leadership means, we mean by leadership is the art of project management and the skills a project manager needs to have under this specific theme is vision, the big picture of a project within an organization portfolio. Champion of the project means promoting buy-in. Promoting buy-in means ensuring partnership and ownership of the stakeholders, beneficiaries, and line users or customers in the projects, and also team members, and also other cross-cutting departmental team members, because like the logistics team members, the HR team members, finance and admin colleagues, and colleagues from other departments who has a role, a contribution in the project. Communicate vision, setting reasonable, challenging expectations, provide timely and helpful performance feedback to team members, facilitate a proactive team environment, communicate proactively, verbal and written, including active listening, motivate team members to willingly follow direction and achieving goals. Now, personal and self-management. Organizational skills, attention to detail, ability to multitask, logical thinking, analytical thinking, self-discipline, and time management. Now, development specific. Understand development sector values and paradigms or mode of operation. Understand the different stakeholders involved in development projects. Understand and navigate complex development environments. Work effectively with an array of implementing partners, cope with the unique pressures of development environments, exhibit cultural sensitivity. The competency level of a project manager needs in each of these areas will vary in accordance to the size, complexity, and risks of the project. However, despite their differences, all projects can benefit from using this model to better ensure that the activities are comprehensively identified, prioritized, and sequenced. The schedule is thorough and identifies the interrelated elements of the project plan. Procurement processes for both materials and contractors are identified and implemented. Communications norms for appropriate stakeholders are in place and executed. Personal systems exist for staff, volunteers, and implementing partners. Risks are anticipated and monitored. A system is in place to ensure that the projects meet acceptable quality standards, and a change management process is in place and managed. As the responsibilities of a project manager increase from relatively simple projects to more complex projects, the knowledge, skills, and behaviors in each of these competency areas will need to increase as well. Furthermore, one of the most distinct skills that project managers need to develop over time is the ability to identify alternatives that exist to address a challenge, budget overruns, team conflicts, ambiguous roles, shifting schedules, unanticipated risks, and respond using the appropriate competency that fits the unique needs of each situation. While all four competency areas of project management are critical to ensuring project success, the scope of the Project DPro guide specifically focuses on the science competency areas of PM technical and development specific. However, to help project managers achieve their overall ranking in each of the competency areas, a self-assessment is available at www.pm4enthuse.org. Now, let us shortly focus on the main issues of this area. So we have to memorize this point clearly, that there are four competencies in the project development. Number one, technical, leadership and interpersonal, development specific, personal and self-management. Again, technical, leadership and interpersonal, development specific, personal or self-management. Again, I'm reminding all of you because this is very important. DPro project management competency model consists of four kinds of technical skills, technical competencies of a project manager's: technical, leadership or interpersonal, development specific, personal or self-management. Now, PM technical, it's the science of project management. It means it is the collection of scientific skills of a project managers, which is really the technical side of project management. Means planning, budgeting, reporting, designing, managing, maintaining, estimating, controlling, monitoring, evaluating, ensuring accountability. These are the things. Now, leadership and interpersonal, which is the art of project management, capacity to work with team, capacity to coordinating with internal and external stakeholders, capacity to interact with people, the communication skills, the leadership skills, and the skill of negotiations, persuasions, and conflict resolutions. Then personal or self-management skill. These are the personal skills that are related to our project management skills, and that skills really define how we are really aligning and also connecting our technical skills, the scientific skills of project management, and the artistic skills of project management together to ensure that the project is being successful and the project is performing well. Now, development specific, These are the skills that are related to development sector and humanitarian sector. Like, for example, in development sector, project management needs to understand the development scenario, the international and national frameworks, charters, agendas, and other documents, like, for example, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Child Rights Convention, UDH, UNCRC, UNCRPD, CEDAW Charter, the other frameworks like COP 16 and SDGs, and also the other policies and frameworks in national level and also in local level, and the theoretical and specifics of social sciences, behavioral sciences, humanities, and for humanitarian sector, the core humanitarian standards, PSA policies, and child protection policies, child safeguarding issues. So these are the sector specific knowledge a project manager needs to have. But the accumulation of these competencies can vary from project to project, from scenario to scenario. So we have to keep it in mind. Now let's go forward to the new point. So, dear colleagues, the new point is phases in development and humanitarian projects. The most controversial things, because there are many models and also there are many approaches regarding this, as the study of project management is getting bigger, and also it's becoming more discussed issue around the world, and that's why it's becoming a very important point of discussion, that in a project, how many phases should be there, or what should be the project life cycle or project phases. So I am experiencing a load shedding, so that's why I'm a bit taking some time. I hope that I'm settled now and we can start reading from this point. I hope that my colleagues can see my screen now.